Hi, good afternoon. I'm Matt Faletti. I'm the general manager of AR Modular RF out of the Seattle area, and what we do is we design and manufacture power amplifiers, particularly tactical communications, booster amplifiers for government and military tactical communications. We make modules to be put into a system, and then we make mini systems, rack mounts. Primarily, we do 30 megahertz to 2.6 gigahertz, and the majority of our business is in the communications realm, even though we do have other applications, both scientific, industrial, and manufacturing. But one of the things in the tactical communications market space is that it's sort of at an inflection point where the radios and the waveforms that support communications are emerging from traditional analog to software-defined radios, and that means that the waveforms are being generated digitally, and then you have to transform from the digital domain to the physical layer, which is a bit of a challenge in the amplifier world. And what we decided to do is we said, well, why don't we look at those things traditionally done in the physical layer and what can be done digitally? And what we found is these new waveforms are very sensitive in the time domain, where you need to recognize the frequency, and then more importantly, you have to determine when you're going from transmit to receive and be able to do that in a very, very quick manner, where in the past it was all frequency and power. Now it's time. How quickly can you detect the frequency? How quickly can you detect that you're moving from receive to transmit? And so we've developed an architecture that allows you to do that. And it's really taking what can be done digitally, and then when you move to the physical layer, just go ahead and convert that really from an analog, digital signal to an analog system. So really, I think that as you move from a software-defined radio, you need to have software-defined amplifiers that can support these new emerging waveforms, such, MANET, mobile ad hot networks. So I think that's really what we've done. I think if you're more interested in how you can have an amplifier that supports your software-defined radios, I would just go to our website and reach out to one of our sales or engineering application folks, and I think they'll be able to describe in more detail how you can now take a much more sophisticated radio and waveform and have an amplifier support that.